President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi stressed on Thursday Egypt's firm stance towards its water security and the historical rights acquired in the Nile waters by reaching a binding legal agreement on rules for filling and operating Ethiopia's dam in a manner that preserves rights of present and future generations. During his meeting with the Tanzanian Foreign Minister, President el-Sisi conveyed his greetings to his Tanzanian counterpart, Samia Hassan, stressing the significance of distinguished relations that bind the two countries. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi said President el-Sisi hailed the strong bilateral cooperation mechanisms in various domains. The Tanzanian minister delivered a written message to President el-Sisi from his Tanzanian counterpart, expressing his keenness on upgrading the frameworks of cooperation between the two sides and benefit from Egypt's broad experience in the field of development projects. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry stressed the significance of cooperation and understanding between Egypt and Tanzania, underscoring Egypt's keenness on offering all means of support to Tanzania. During a joint press conference between Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry and his Tanzanian counterpart Libreta Mola, the top diplomat referred to speeding up holding joint committee meetings between the two countries. He said the talks tackled cooperation and political consultations. Shoukry asserted the two sides agreed on broadening joint projects between the two nations, including Julius Nyerere Dam project, which was carried out by Egypt in Tanzania. The two top diplomats' bilateral talks also tackled various issues of mutual concern. On behalf of President el-Sisi, Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli arrived in Somali capital Mogadishu on Thursday to participate in the inaugural ceremony of the 10th President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud. Madbouli held a meeting with the Somali President, during which the Premier conveyed President el-Sisi's greetings on the occasion and stressed Egypt's stance towards providing all forms of aid for Somalia and Somali people. The Prime Minister asserted the President's keenness on supporting Somalia in all developmental and security domains in order to build and consolidate its state institutions and reach its stability and security. For his part, Sheikh Mahmoud expressed gratitude for Egypt's participation in the ceremony celebrating his inauguration and for its support to Somalia at all levels. The Interior Ministry continued its operations to combat crimes against citizens, which include fraud, illegal trade in foreign currency, money laundering, job corruption and custom evasion. The ministry managed to arrest two gangs in the governorates of Al-Sharqiyya and Alexandria, which took over £65 million from citizens, claiming they would invest them in car oil trade and real estate in return of agreed upon profit. Alexandria Security Directorate also arrested a person who illegally traded and marketed different virtual currencies. In another operation, Al-Gharbiyya Security Directorate arrested a person who had seized £20 million from citizens by deluding them that his company was contracting with a resort in the North Coast. And Cairo Security Governorate arrested a person who traded in customs smuggled medicines. Under the auspices of Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, the International Conference of Ifta House concluded its activities on Thursday. The discussion sessions of the conference, entitled Confronting Extremism in Digital Era, tackled the intellectual and strategic starting points to face religious extremism. The sessions focused on means of enhancing cooperation to clarify moderate concepts of Islam and values of peace and coexistence among the participating countries. The conference was organized by Salam Institute for Extremism Studies, affiliated to the House of Ifta. The National Dialogue Administration announced the appointment of head of Journalists Syndicate, Diya Rashwan, as a General Coordinator for the National Dialogue and Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Media Regulations, Councillor Mahmoud Fawzi, as head of the National Dialogue Technical Committee. The administration also announced the start of the National Dialogue in the first week of July. It said that the duties of the General Coordinator are represented in consultation with political powers, syndicate officials and other participants of the National Dialogue to form its 15 board members from all public figures and experts. The administration declared that all preparing measures for the National Dialogue dialogue had been finalized through the National Academy for Training. Meanwhile, the coordination of parties, youth and politicians praised the steps taken to choose a general coordinator and head of the National Dialogue Technical Committee. The Egyptian Social Democratic Party presented its point of view on the national dialogue. And to details. Egypt's stock market indices fluctuated on Thursday, being affected by selling operations by Arab and foreign investors. The main EGX 30 index retreated 0.01%. The small and medium EGX 70 index soared 1.1%. The more expanded EGX 100 index added 0.81%. The overall transactions and dealings within the session reached £2.1 billion.